Broker Network Officer of PH1 World Developers. Miss Eulice, you may now have the floor for your presentation.
So let me just screen share my presentation. So hello everyone. There. So good morning, REBAP Taguig. So thank you, or REBAP Global City. So thank you for inviting us to be your sponsor for your second general membership meeting. So once again, my name is Eulice Garcia. I am the Broker Network Officer of PH1 World Developers. So before we start with the presentation, let's watch this short video first. So we just had a quick virtual tour with our latest project, My Envelopes. But before we proceed with that project, with the presentation of the project, let me just introduce to you our company, PH1 World Developers. So most probably you've never heard about us because PH1 World, we are a relatively new real estate developer here in the country. So actually, our former name is MySpace Properties Inc. And we are the real estate arm and also the affiliate of Mega Wide Constructions Company. So most probably some of you have heard or familiar with Mega Wide Constructions. So Mega Wide is one of the leading contractors here in the Philippines. And it has built a lot of projects. And some of the projects that it has built are the following. So we have residential. So for sure you're familiar with these projects. So mostly Mega Wide has built projects with high-end developers. So Megawide was the one who built Edade Suites by Rockwell, Shamsa's Head of Place and Gentry Manor, and also Megawide was the one who built Proscenium. For commercial office building, these are the buildings that Megawide has built. So we have in Cubao, we have in BGC, so Arsalan and World Plaza. For hotels and casinos, so we have Ascot, DD Meridian, and also the City of Dreams, Manila. Mixed use, we have Double Dragon Plaza and Mandani Bakeway in Cebu. And for airports, the Clark International Airport and Mactan Cebu International Airport, which is tagged as the Philippine Resort Airport. We're also into affordable housing, socialized housing, and we're the ones who built all of the Landers warehouses here in the Philippines. We're also into renewable energy. So when it comes to this kind of projects, rest assured that we deliver quality projects. Okay. So now going back to our company, PH1 World, there. So actually, we have launched our first project last 2015. So probably you've heard about this project, the Hive. So the Hive is our first ever project, which is located at Taytay Rizal. Okay, so it's a four towers mid-rise condominium. So we have, as I mentioned, we have launched this last 2015, and for a span of 4 to 5 years, we've already sold out the three towers, the towers A, B, and C, and then we still have remaining inventories for Tower D. So if you have clients who are looking for a condo in Taytay, so you may also offer this one. Okay. So because of the success of this project, the Hive, we are now entering the real estate competition inside Metro Manila. And our first ever project is this project, My Enso Loaves. So where is this project located? Okay. So My Enso Loaves is located at Timog Avenue, Sergeant Esguerra Road, Diliman, Quezon City. It's actually 6 minutes walk away from GMA MRT Kamuning Station, and also at the proposed East Avenue subway station. So the exact location of this project is here. So if you are coming from the MRT station, if you can see my cursor, so this one, you can access here by going here at the GMA Network Drive or at Timog Avenue. Okay, so this is our projects. So the approximate area size is 3,000 square meters there. And since it's within the central of QC, of course there are a lot of establishments nearby. So reflected here or flashed here are the establishments within the area. So we have the Eton Centuries, Gateway, for malls, we have MLQU, School of Law, Ateneo, UP, hospitals, we have East Avenue, Providence, and many more. Okay. So in terms of design concept, so if you notice in the video that I've shown earlier, it's Muji or Japanese design concept. It's a modern minimalist theme. For the project details, so I mentioned already the location. So this is a single high-rise mixed-use development, which consists of 45 floors and has a total of 1,204 residential units and 21 retail. We also have 349 slots, and we have launched this actually last year, um, last week of October 2020. So for the parking, we have 6 basement parking. So we have allotted 38 commercial slots, and then we have allotted 311 for residential parking slots, and some slots have provision for car lift. So to clarify this one, we're not providing the car lift. It's still the option of the client. So it's sedan to sedan only. So whenever the client wants to have a car lift, then it will be on his or her expense. Okay. So the reason also why we have this kind of provision is because we have a high ceiling parking. Okay. So next is we have 3 retail floors. So estimated is 21 retail spaces. So actually you can also offer this to your clients who wants to have or wants to rent out a space in a condominium. Okay. However, we are very focused with the residential units, but if you have clients who are interested, then you may submit an LOI. So most probably the shops that will be there are restaurants, bars, coffee shops, or anything that will cater to the needs of the residents. Okay. Next is the 2 floors of amenities. So later on, I will be discussing this further. And we have 40 residential floors. So the average is 30 units per floor, inclusive of 4 penthouse floors with combined units. And we have sky garden, or we call it pocket gardens, located on specific floors. So what's the difference of this project to the other developers who are offering loft type units? Okay, so of course, for sure you know this one. Whenever you come up with the price per square of a certain unit, especially in terms of the loft type condo units, you combine the area size of the loft and also at the floor, that below area. But for this one, we are offering the loft area for free at no extra cost. Okay. So we have 3 unit types. We have studio, 1 bedroom, and 2 bedroom. All of this have extra space. Okay. So for studio, we have here 19.6 square meters. Actually, we only have one size of studio, but this doesn't include the area size of the loft. Okay, so the size of the loft area is 7.4 square meters. So when we say we are giving this for free, meaning yung magre-reflect lang po sa title would be the 19.6 square meters. Okay? And also the association dues will be based on the floor area which said 19.6. Okay? So if that's the case, syempre the RPT would be lower. But yung na-enjoy ng clients ninyo would be bigger area size. Okay, so to summarize this one, so we have a 19.6 square meter unit area plus the 7.4 square meters extra space. So the total usable area would be 27 square meters. Okay, so take note, the loft area is just a crawling space. Okay, it's really just an extra space. So you can use this as a bedroom or an office space or an storage. Okay, so the height is 1.2 meters, and then the height of the what do you call this one? The living room would be 3.4 meters. Okay, so there. So actually, we have already a model unit here at Timog. So if you wanted to visit and see the actual model unit of studio, you can visit us here. So later on, I'll show you also the photos of the studio units that we have. So this is the perspective for the studio with extra space. So we have a provision for washing machine, which is located at the kitchen. Next is 1 bedroom. So we have 2 types of 1 bedroom. We have 1 bedroom alpha and also later on the beta. Okay, so for alpha unit, this is 34.06 square meters, but that doesn't include yet the loft area. Okay, so you can, as you can see here, you have a regular 1 bedroom here. Okay, and then you have a balcony and then living room and then dining and then toilet and bath, and then you have an extra space here that you can use as a bedroom. So if you're going to buy this one, parang 2 bedroom na yung nabili mo, especially if you're going to use the loft as an extra bedroom. Okay, next is 1 bedroom beta. So this is the biggest 1 bedroom that we offer, which is only located at the penthouse. Okay, so the loft area are split into two. Okay, so you have a regular bedroom here, and then you have two loft areas. And then you have 2 toilet and baths. So to summarize it, so we have here for 1 bedroom alpha, we have 34.06 plus 7.83 square meters equals 41.89 square meters. Okay, for 1 bedroom beta, we have 39.20 plus 11.72 free extra space. So that's 50.92 square meters. So this is the perspective for 1 bedroom. And then for 2 bedroom, we have 4 types. So we have 2 bedroom alpha. So as you can see here, you have 2 bedrooms. You have master's bedroom and also a regular bedroom. And then you have 2 toilet and baths. You have a balcony here and then you have an extra loft. And this is 50.08 square meters. Next is 2 bedroom beta. So this is 48.70 square meters. So you have here the master's bedroom, and then you have your own walk-in closet, and then you have your own toilet and bath, and then you have a common toilet and bath, and then the regular bedroom. And then the loft area is bigger compared to the 2 bedroom alpha. Next is 2 bedroom Charlie. Actually, this is the biggest 2 bedroom that we offer. So parang same lang siya with the 1 bedroom beta. Na we give two loaf areas there. So you have here the master's bedroom and then the regular bedroom, and then you have 2 loaf areas with its own stairs. Okay. And you have 2 balconies here. And then for Delta, it's almost the same with the Charlie. However, mas square yung cut dito, or rectangular yung cut dito, compare with the Charlie na irregular yung cut niya. So to sum it up, so we have here, for alpha, we give 10.33 square meters extra space for a total of 60.41. For beta, we have 65. Charlie, we have 84. And then delta, we have 71. But as I've mentioned, ang magre-reflect lang po sa title would be this one, 50, 48, 68, and 58. There. So this is the perspective for 2 bedroom. And then these are the additional spaces that we give. So yung biggest that we offer is the studio. Yung pinakamalaking additional space that we offer. So for unit specifications, so flashed here already are the specifications. So bale standard finish na po siya. So mag-move in na lang po yung client ninyo. And aside from that, we also provide free split type aircon and water heater and access card and low feed stairs. Okay, so for studio, we give free 1 split type aircon. For 1 bedroom, we give 2 split type aircon. And then for 2 bedroom, we give 3 split type air conditioner. And then all of this has water heater. So these are the materials that will be used. So I won't be able to read this out, but you can request for a copy of this in case that you are really particular with the finished or materials. Okay. So next is the amenities. So as I mentioned, we have 2 floors of amenities. So we have 2 infinity pools, we have play area for kids, we have Zen garden, we have co-working space, we have gym, lounge, and function rooms. So this is the co-working space, and this one is the Zen garden. And we also have a high ceiling lobby, so 10 meters height po siya. So as you can see, it's more of the Japanese style talaga siya. And going back to amenities, so we have here the Zen garden and then the infinity pool. And then for retail spaces there. So actually we have a separate what do you call this one? Elevator for retail and then the residential. So yung elevator for commercial will be starting from the basement one, which is where the commercial parking is located, up to the second floor only. Okay? And then separate po yung elevator for the residential. Tower features. So we have 8 elevators, including one service elevator. We have 24-hour security. We have automatic fire sprinkler, centralized mailroom, and property management services. However, we haven't chosen one. Wala pa po kami napipili, so we cannot identify yet yung association dues niya. Okay, so we have Wi-Fi on common areas and standby generators. So for zoning, so we have 4 zones. So yung sa lower ground up to the second floor would be the retail area, and then third floor and fourth floor would be our amenity area, and then fifth floor would be the start of residential floors up to the 45th floor. So this is the floor plan orientation. So as you can see, parang leaf yung shape ng ating building there. So for the floor plan, actually, it's almost the same. It's a combination of studio, 1 bedroom, and 2 bedroom. Ang difference lang po niya is the placement of pocket garden and also the number of elevators. Okay? So in here, kung makikita niyo yung nasa gitna, this is hollow. Okay? So open space po siya. You have a view here of the swimming pool and also the garden. Okay? And then, yung pocket garden here. So, sorry, medyo nalakihan lang yung pag-mark, but the pocket garden is ganito lang siya kalaki. Okay. So, for 5th, 9th, and 14th, so we have here, yung pocket garden is facing at the Sergeant Esguerra. So, malaki siya. Okay. So, we have here 8 elevators. By the way, these are the 1 bedroom, yung 17 to 23rd, and then 7 to 32. And then the 1 bedroom here, yung mga blue, so 10 to 16, and then 26 to 31. And then the 2 bedrooms would be 9 and 8, 24, and 25. There. So, yun naman. So, kanina, sa 5th, 9th, and 14th, malaki yung pocket garden. But for 6th, 10th, and 15th, maliit lang po yung pocket garden natin. But it's okay. I forgot to mention earlier, the reason why we come up with this kind of design concept is because para magkaroon ng airway, di ba? Hindi kulog yung ating condominium. There. And then from 7, 11, 16, so we have yung pocket garden, nasa other side naman siya sa may timog. And then for 8, 12, and 17, so maliit na lang yung pocket garden niya. Now, going to the mid-zone, from 18th floor to 29th floor, odd numbers. So from 8 elevators, naging 6 elevators na lang siya. Why? Because we designed yung elevators para siyang office style na nagsiservice lang yung specific elevators at specific floors para hindi masyadong kumbaga matagal yung and then hindi masyadong paano ko siya explain? Kasi imagine if all elevators kinikater niya all floors. So, parang kawawa naman yung mga residents located at the 45th floor sa may penthouse kasi dadaanan niya yung lahat. So, at least, mas mabilis ka makakaakyat sa unit mo. There. So, for this one naman, yung pocket garden natin sa mid-zone, located na po siya sa gitna. So, alternate din po siya. So, 18th floor to 29th floor, odd numbers. So, we have pocket garden. And then, 18th to 29th, even numbers, wala po tayong pocket garden. But it's okay kasi still open pa rin yung sa gitna. And then, sa high zone, from 30th to 41st, odd numbers. So, from 6 elevators, naging 4 elevators na lang siya. And we have 2 pocket gardens. And then, alternate then, just like in the mid-zone. So, 30th to 41st even, so wala po tayong pocket garden. And then penthouse. So dito na pumapasok yung mga bigger sizes of units. So wala na po tayong one bedroom here. We only have one bedroom beta, and then all types of two bedrooms. And then we have two pocket gardens. Okay. And then for this one, 43rd to 45th, wala po tayong pocket garden. But for penthouse, 17 units lang po siya. So low dense pa rin. Even dun sa mga regular na floors, we only have 33 units per floor. So ano siya? So low dense pa rin naman siya. So for the parking, so we have basement 1. So as you can see, yung white ones and then may one circle. Ito po yung sa commercial. And then we have here yung with two circles, meaning meron siyang provision for car lift. So this is for residential. And then from basement 2 up to basement 6, all of this are residential na. So, as I've mentioned earlier, separate yung elevator ng retail and also the residential. So, ito yung, as you could see in my cursor, ito po yung elevator for the commercial. And then we have a separate elevator for the residential. There. So, basement 2 up to basement 6, meron tayo, yan yung ating residential parking. So actually, most of the parking slots here have provision for car lift except for 3 slots. So ito, meron siya 1 sa gilid, 2, and 3. So parang tatlo lang yung regular parking niya. And sedan to sedan only lang po yung ating car lift. So FAQs, okay. So I think I've mentioned some of this already there. And yung building height would be 174.76 meters. The entrance of the parking would be located at the upper ground floor, accessible at the Sergeant Esguerra. And the lobby of the residential will be located at the second floor. Hallway width is 1.4 meters. So yung ating railways, glass siya. Okay, 1.2 meters. So mataas naman po yung height niya. And I've mentioned yung washing machine, which is located at the kitchen. Provision for washing machine. So there, so we have launched this last year of October, and then we'll start the construction this year of October, and target turnover would be second quarter or third quarter of 2026. So 5 years to pay pa po siya. So this is the actual model unit. There. So ito po yung itsura niya. Okay, so meron na dito yung ating split type aircon and the loft that you can use as a bed. And then this one, meron tayong transcom window for the light. There. So that ends my presentation. Do you have any questions?
Okay, Miss Eulice,
Yes.
we will be having some questions from our fellow CRBs.
All right.
Here is a question. Ma'am Doa, would you be able to unmute Ma'am Diana?
Hello,
Yes, Ma'am Doa.
Eulice.
Yeah, can you
Hello.
please, yeah, is this,
Hello, ma'am. Yes. Yes, ma'am. Do you have any questions?
Okay,
Or,
while we're waiting for our Ms. Doa, ito po yung message ni Ma'am Diana.
alright.
Um, when is the turnover date po daw? Is this already ready?
This is a pre-selling condo. Yes, I know. Hi, Miss Diana Falguera. So, the target turnover would be second or third quarter of 2026. So, pre-selling po siya, yung project po natin. Do you have LTS? Yes. Na-release na po namin yung LTS last year pa before we launch. Commercial units po, actually before, we are considering it for sale. However, the management decided na ipa-rent out na lang siya. So, na-mention ko earlier na if you have interested clients na mag-put up ng shops or mag-rent ng shops dun sa project, so you may submit an LOI. And then for review siya. Depende dun sa itatayong business. Sayang, yes. Before, pero wala na. Okay. Yung sa price range niya, I can send you the details of this one. Pero for studio, we have yung actually kasi pag pinakita ko sa inyo yung price list, pag nagsasend out ako ng price list, we have two. So we have the total list price and then the total contract price. So the total list price is the base price. So meaning hindi pa kasama dun yung VAT and then the other charges or what we call yung title transfers, fees, and expense. So if we're going to base it sa TLT, total list price, ang cheapest namin is 3.7 million for studio. And then, pag pinag-add mo na yung VAT and other charges, so, approximately nasa 4.2 million siya. But we have a escalating promo term in which, kumbaga parang nag-i-increase siya gradually per year. So, I don't know if you've seen yung sa Facebook kasi the agents actually very aggressive kami in terms of social media ads. So, kung mapapansin nyo, meron nakalagay doon na kumbaga parang 9,000 lang, 9,000 and then increasing siya in succeeding years. So, ang lightest term that we give is no spot down payment and then 20% payable in 63 months and then 80% on the 60th month, 64th month. Okay? So, yung promo namin is parang same lang din siya. However, we divided pa the 20% into 4 percentage pa. So, we divided into 3%, 3%, 4, 3%, 3%, 4%, 5%, and 4%. So, parang yearly nag-i-increase yung monthly payment mo. However, hindi naman siya ganun kalaki. Okay? So, kumbaga, yung cheapest namin for studio, for example, 9,000 siya for 1 year. And then next year, magiging 11,000. And then third year, magiging 14,000. Parang something like that. So at least para mas makaprepare yung mga clients ninyo dun sa bigger, di ba? Kasi di ba parang nag-i-increase naman tayo ng salary. So at least para makapag-prepare lang sila. There. And yung reservation fee natin is 25,000 for the unit and then 25,000 for the parking. Commission is 5% for the unit and then 5% for the parking. Yan. Sa commercial po, wala pa po kaming details kasi medyo, yun, not medyo, focus po talaga kami ngayon sa residential. So, kaya we're asking for an LOI kasi doon i-base siguro yung magiging rates in case. Kasi depende rin yan sa kung gaano kalaki, yung i-rent out. Pero yun, yung approximately nasa 21 retail spaces po siya.
Okay, Miss Eulice, let me cut you off po. Sorry. We will limit to the last question. Ito pong, do you have a showroom po ba? Sales office, pwede ba pasyalan and manning? That's the
Yes.
last question po.
Okay, so we have a showroom which is located at ground floor or retail area of South Insula. I'll just type it here. Ground floor of South Insula Condominium, Timog Avenue, Quezon City. So, yung site visit, ano po siya, by schedule kasi we're trying to limit the number of people coming here. And meron tayong mga meeting rooms here. So, pag may clients kayo, you can close your accounts here. And then from Mondays to Fridays, I'm here. So, I can assist you naman in terms of closing. And then kung Saturday naman, available yung client, just let me know. And then I'll check with my schedule if kaya ko kayong i-assist. So, yun. Lahat by schedule.
Opo.
Yung manning na po, unfortunately, hindi pa tayo pwede for Brokers Network because yun po, we are trying to limit the number of people na nandito sa showroom.
Okay, thank you, Miss Eunice.
Thank
Also,
you.
can you please type na lang din po yung contact number ninyo so that we can also keep in touch with you for further information about the project. Actually,
Okay.
marami po is interested with your
Wow,
project.
thank
Yeah,
you. Um, I'll just screen share na lang and then you can
yes.
ano na lang then
Mhm.
take a photo there. Ay, sorry. There. So, yan, yung cell number ko and then my email address and Viber. Yan. So, if you have clients na interested, just let me know. And then, I can provide you also yung mga materials that you can use for social media posting.
Okay. So, thank you
Okay.
for that wonderful presentation, Miss Eunice.
Thank you
Very
also, sir.
informative at saka napakaganda po
Thank
your
you.
yung project.
Thank you,
So
sir. Thank
let's
you.
expect na we will be getting in touch
Mm.
for accreditation po.
Yes, I'll be
Yes.
waiting for you here
Mhm.
in our showroom. So
Sure.
just let me know, sir.
Yeah, so fellow
Okay.
CRBs, alam nyo na. So benta
Yes.
na, benta,
Benta
benta.
na tayo.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, thank you, Miss Eunice. It's a pleasure
Thank you.
having you in our general meeting po. Okay,
Yes.
thank you po and good
Thank
afternoon.
you. Good afternoon. Good afternoon,
Okay.
everyone.